remember that greater is he who is in us than any spirit, than any influence, and than any demon that is operating through or influencing that person that we love. So once we take our position to understand that greater is the Lord who is in us. He is in us. He indwells us. He's going to give us knowledge. He's going to give us wisdom. He's going to give us understanding. He's going to give us compassion for the person. He's going to show us that they have soul wounds, that they've been hurt, that they've been molested, they've been sexually abused by a parent. So if we listen and we do not get caught off carnally and emotionally, if we do not get caught off by our five senses, that gets us to react or overreact or to become ultra sensitive, which opens us up to offense in the heart or opens us up to ought in the heart. If we can stay out of our five senses when an attack comes, because we're five moves in front of the enemy, because we're anticipating another attack. We're not looking forward to it, but it'd be really silly to not anticipate an attack, especially if the person that I'm talking about continues to attack, or continues not to want to change, or to grow in the Lord, or to be the spiritual head of your household, or to become delivered, or to have the desire to become healed, or to go to church, or to renew their mind. Once we know that about that person, that is a big clue. That is a significant clue. Basically, Jesus is saying they do not want to be made well yet. But just because they don't want to be made well doesn't mean you allow them to make you sick. We don't want them to make us sick. So we have to be on guard. And on guard doesn't mean like this. On guard means, all right, Lord, I understand who I'm living with, who I'm married to. I understand the dynamic of the relationship with my sister, my brother, my coworker, this person at church. You're giving me understanding regarding the entire dynamic. I just have to get my game up, right? I have to work on myself. I have to be the one that's ready. Because we can't control what other people do. We can only control how we respond and react to what they do towards us. I can't control that attack. I can't. They're the ones who did it. But I can certainly control if I'm going to act carnally or if I'm going to operate out of the Spirit. When I operate out of the Spirit, I'm worshiping God in spirit and truth. What I'm basically saying is, Lord, I'm going to worship you in the way that I handle this, in the way that I respond to it, because at the end of the day, I want to please you. I'm not here to please this person. I'm certainly not going to take their abuse. I'm going to confront it, right? There's healthy ways to confront the situation. But at the end of the day, we don't have fear of people, fear of what they think. Do they like us? What if I do this? What's going to happen? All of those what ifs, we're acting carnally. That is self-seeking. When we're operating out of the Spirit, we are going to do the right thing. Even when they don't do the right thing, guess what, ladies? We're going to do the right thing. We are going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. It's the righteous thing to do. It's the godly thing to do. And that means we are going to operate out of our spirit. Every relationship that we are engaging in, we have to come out of the carnality of our flesh, no matter what happens, no matter what they say, no matter what they don't say, no matter what they do or don't do. We cannot be operating in that relationship and expect to overcome in spiritual warfare if we are operating out of our emotions, our feelings, negative thoughts. What if we are catastrophizing, if we are operating out of vain imaginations, we will lose.